Hey man, what it is, what it ain't. We're here for another episode of the From the Jump podcast. I'm your host DJ here with a few of my co-hosts and bro-hosts, but you know how it go though. Today, as usual, per usual, we're gonna be covering the NBA Finals. It is Dallas Mavericks and the Celtics. Before we do that, we gotta go ahead and get these intros. The one and only, the GOAT, Big GOAT in the building.
Big Meech, huh?
We got it today.
No
Got
relation.
it today.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Big Meech,
Bro,
huh?
also, my boy Abe, Big Abe in the building. What's good?
What's good? What's good?
Doing all right?
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Blinko.
Yes, sir. My boy Linko, we finally got him back. And last but not least, a new co-host to the From the Jump podcast family. We got Dalen, Big Dalen in the building.
What's good with y'all, man?
Big day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You doing all right today?
Yes, sir, man. How y'all?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
We're ready to get this finals talk going and among some other topics. But first and foremost, obviously, we're gonna touch on these NBA Finals. Game one is already proceeded. I'm going to pass this one off for the most part to my co-host. Obviously we have a Dallas Mavericks fan in the building, so I'm gonna give him his opportunity to speak and his case and what he thinks the Mavericks can do to help improve their chances for Game 2 tonight, or how he just feels about the overall situation. So Dalen, we're gonna start with you, man. Go ahead and give us your thoughts.
This is a safe space.
Yeah, this is tough, man, because I went into this and I'm like, I'm not going to sweat game one no matter what, right? Because they lost game one against Minnesota, lost game one against OKC. So I'm like, all right, cool. We're not going to sweat it. We all know that game one a filler game, right? So what kind of adjustments need to be made? Honestly, I don't really know. I went into this thinking Luka and Kyrie, two guys you don't guard, right? I don't care if you got the two best perimeter defenders in the league. You don't guard those two guys, right? You just pray. That did not work. They let Luka eat, and they had Kyrie in handcuffs and shackles, man. So I'm not really sure what kind of adjustments could be made. Boston's bigger, stronger, faster. We're going to see what happens game two, man. I'm putting my faith in Coach Kidd.
There we go. There we go. Meech, talk to me. What did you see from Game 1 of this NBA Finals?
Pretty much what I predicted in before.
Mm-hmm.
Boston is just a better team. This is Boston's series to lose. Kyrie and we talked about it off the camera. Kyrie and Luka have to average 60 to give them a chance. They had 45 last game, right? Kyrie had like 15. Luka had 30?
36, I think.
Yeah,
30.
so they got to average 60 to give them a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So both of them need to have 30-point games this whole series. Because 3 through 5 is going to beat you. And we saw 1 and 2, Brown and Tatum didn't kill you. It was 3 through 5. So, or 3 through 6. Porzingis off the bench, 22, 23 points. So, like I said, it's just they're a better team. Mavericks adjustment is going to be come back better next year. That's the adjustment.
I feel you. Hey, did you watch this Game 1? Tell me what you think about it, bro.
I missed game one, but I've been watching the Mavericks all series. I will tap into the next game. Just going based off, what y'all are saying and what I've seen, I still think, they're capable of turning around, but Kyrie and Luka are going to have to carry. It's because, just to piggyback on what Meech said, that Boston team is battle-tested. I always thought they was kind of soft. It's like a softness that they have. But, this playoffs, I don't know, they kind of locked in. They done been to the finals. They're battle-tested. They play together. Then they got Drew Holiday, who kind of just – he adds, he's a champion. He really don't care about scoring. He's literally ready to lock in this whole series and try to lock up Kyrie. I don't think nobody can lock up Kyrie, but, that first game didn't look, based off the stats, because I didn't watch the first game, but it looked like Kyrie shot a lot of shots, and he don't usually take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
But
Usually efficient,
I think,
yeah.
he's pretty efficient. But I think they can turn it around, but it is gonna be hard. They gonna have to carry for real. And then their role players are gonna have to They're gonna have to play. They're gonna have to bring their A game. It can't be no inconsistent bench play from like Tim Hardaway. Like he's gonna have to have a efficient shooting game. You can't be streaky in the finals. Like you got to come with it. But it's gonna be. I mean, like Dalen said, they did lose. The first game against the Thunder and a couple other series, but maybe it's more of a filler game. Maybe they're just trying to get a feel of how Boston is gonna defend them. But I mean, we're gonna see.
I will say this. I almost turned the game off after I saw Derek White go back to back from three. Then I saw Sam Hauser catch the ball in shooting formation and pull. He didn't even dip that thing. He caught it here and pulled straight. And then I see Drew Holiday coming off the floor every time Kyrie come off the floor. And then every time Kyrie come back on the floor, Drew Holiday right there. He attached to that man even on the sideline.
He's attached, bro.
That worried me. That worried me, man. So, yeah, man, we're going to see. Let's go, Coach
for sure.
Kid.
I'm looking at it right now. Luka had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and an unusual one solo single assist for that game. All that pick and roll lob stuff that was working in the Minnesota series. I guess Boston was kind of ready for that, in a sense. And, some people, they tell you, right? Like even when you're in high school and you're playing against some of the greats that we've had come out of Oklahoma, they're like, look, he's going to get his. We just got to limit everybody else, and it seems like they did that effectively. Jaylen Brown was a Celtics scoring leader with 22 points, 6 rebounds. Jason Tatum only had 16, but then you have Derek White, who is also an underrated defender in the league, in my opinion, with 15 points. Kyrie had 12 points, with PJ Washington adding 14 points. Kyrie shot 6 of 19 from the field. And Porzingis coming off the bench giving you 20. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to beat. And this is my type of series, right? Because everybody that knows me knows that I am the defensive guy. Yes, I understand that there are some things when it comes to offense you just can't guard and you can't do nothing about. But when you have another team who has 5 people that can score, they're not solely dependent on 1 or 2 people. And then the defensive aspect is just the Mavericks have gotten better on defense.
Yeah.
And that's not what I'm saying when I say this. I'm saying that the defensive schemes that they're running against the Mavericks is causing issues. And we saw that in the first quarter, going into the first half with the point differential. And then, again, nobody's used to Daniel Gafford going and giving you 15 a night, on an average. No one's used to, Derek Jones giving you 10 to 12 every night. PJ Washington, he can get you about a good 12, but whenever Kyrie and Luka aren't putting up those numbers, and then again you had Horford, vet, was part of those Atlanta Hawks team, 10 points. Drew Holiday, 12. Right. And then Derek White, 15. And then Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown only got to give you sub 25.
So they had 6 players in double figures?
Yeah, the whole starting 5 had 10 or more, and then Porzingis had 20 off the bench.
That's tough.
I mean,
it is. Then you had Sam Hauser getting back-to-back stops on Luka.
Yeah.
Sam Hauser got back-to-back stops on Luka.
Yeah.
Sam Hauser.
They are locked in, bro. Yeah. I'm worried.
42 points. 40. How many did Kyrie have?
Kyrie had 12.
42 points combined for Luka and Kyrie. You're going to lose every game.
Yeah. And if they have that 60 ball, like you said, between the both of them, the game could have gone differently because the Celtics had 107. You give them that 15, you know what I'm saying? They're at 104.
Like I said, it gives you a chance.
Right.
It's your best chance if they average 60 between the two of them.
Right. I want to pose a question if that's cool.
Go ahead.
So did y'all see Jason Kidd get on the podium and say that Jaylen Brown is the Celtics' best player?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I saw that.
My question is that fact, or is that is he trying to drive a wedge in between the Boston squad?
Who wants to go first?
Let me go first. It's a troll. Jason Kidd is smart. It's a troll. He throwing out. They're fishing. He's just throwing something out there. with saying that, his hope is that for a young Boston Celtics team, this may have worked. This
Yeah.
is their third
Right.
finals appearance. This ain't gonna work. He's hoping that Tatum decides to go nuts
Yeah.
and
Try to
changes
go.
up the dynamic of what they've been doing.
Yep.
That's what he's trying to do. That's it. But it ain't gonna work, in my
Or
opinion.
vice versa. He trying to get
Right.
Jalen Brown to
His
lock
head
in.
big.
And,
Start
Yeah,
feeling himself
I
too
am the
much
best
to piss
player.
everybody up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah.
You got anything on that, Abe?
No, I agree. I agree with what Meech got to say. I don't think that's going to change much. I like the tactics, though. I do respect the tactics from JT.
Mind
I just
games.
hey,
Yeah.
the funny part to me is that nigga Drew Holiday was like, he's right. We're like,
Yeah.
hey, hold on, bro. Like, damn. If I'm Jason Tatum, I'm like, hold on, nigga. Like I get it. He's trying to throw but you ain't gotta agree. You ain't gotta co-sign none of that shit.
JT didn't answer it like that. JT said, man, he's a great player.
Great player.
He's a great
Hey.
player.
I'm glad he's on my team type shit.
Yeah.
But man, so obviously we got game 2 coming on tonight in Boston. You know, I'm interested to see how because the Mavericks shot a total. Well, they both shot 19 free throws apiece, so
Okay.
it wasn't no big discrepancy in that area. You know,
They letting them play.
They letting them play for sure, for sure. You know, I'm interested to see how things may or may not change. And when you look at these stats, right, because I'm looking at them currently, between both teams, they had 10 offensive rebounds. The Celtics out-rebounded them on the defensive end by only 3 rebounds. Yeah, a total of 4 altogether. I don't know how that works, or whatever. No, they out-rebounded them by a total of 4 rebounds. The Celtics had 23 assists, and the Mavericks only had 9. You know, and we're used to Luka getting that 9 by himself. But steals, the Mavericks had more steals. The Celtics had 9 blocks to Dallas's 1. You know, different things like that. So I'm just interested when it goes back to Dallas if the foul count is a little different. You know, I'm not saying. I just know the NBA likes to keep things interesting, and if somebody gets swept, it's gonna be, you know, ratings is gonna drop. Like by game 3, shit's gonna fall off. But go ahead, Meech. I see you got something.
Can you look something up for me
What's up?
and see who the game officials are tonight? Because
Isn't it the same ones for the whole series?
No. If it's
No,
if the extender is, we all know who the extender is.
Yep.
You know, no Diddy. If he's reffing tonight, then y'all got a good chance, Dalen.
Yeah. Hey, let me know. Who is it?
Let me see.
Isn't it like 18 officials throughout the course of the
3, 6, 9, 12. It's like 12 of them, I think.
12?
Something like that.
Yeah.
This, from what I'm reading, says, make sure that my days is right. Okay, it says it's going to be Tony Brothers, John Goble, and Bill Kennedy.
Okay. So Tony Brothers, all right. Game 3 is definitely gonna be Scott Foster. He gonna be in Dallas. He gonna get y'all one.
Let's go, Scott.
He's the extender. He's throwing in them get series to extend the series. Cannot be a sweep.
Look,
the NBA
right.
won't allow it.
When I say I'm worried, I am worried for my squad. You feel me? But I still got faith though. Nobody. This series does not start until somebody win one on the road. As far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Yeah.
Till then,
Unless nobody wins one
I
on the road,
mean,
everybody
yeah,
just wins at home.
In Boston, they got the home court advantage. That's the
yeah.
yes.
If,
But
if
I
they go to 7, that's a championship to me.
I ain't mad at you.
If they go to
I ain't
7,
mad at you.
that's a championship to me, bro. They made it to
Hey,
the final
man.
point and lost in the last game.
I've been in, nah. See, that's the
Kyrie
difference
basically
between
got 2 in my head.
that's the difference between a poverty franchise and a winning franchise.
Not the
I've-
poverty franchises.
We've been in a closeout game in Boston. You don't want to be there. That shit is
Yeah,
nuts.
That's
I shed tears that day.
They were even turned game 1, bro. I was just like,
They was stumping
Yeah,
on a
no
Kyrie
joke.
jersey. I seen a
Yeah.
blow up doll. It was a Kyrie blow up doll.
That's
And they were
crazy.
stumping it out.
they
I
had
will
dudes in
say,
costumes, shaking
bro.
kids.
I feel like PJ. You know how well he played against the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel
Damn.
like they're gonna need. I feel like they're gonna need that version of PJ. He got to average like 18, 6, too. Like
He's the
he
most
got to come to
consistent third they've had this
They need a
playoff.
third.
It was
yeah, they
supposed to
need
be
him.
Tim Hardaway Jr., but this
Too
dude is
inconsistent.
He's
yeah,
never lived up to that when he was in New York or anywhere
nope,
else he's ever gone. He's never lived up to being a quality third.
We
nope.
got to get him out of here, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He's
He
He
gotta
gone.
got a
go.
good
He,
salary.
he's
Attach
gone.
him to somebody else. You could give up the rest of your picks for the rest of the year. I wouldn't care. Get him out of here.
Yeah,
He
he's
He's
damn
gone.
near
I
just
think
so
Alec
don't see him
Burks.
streak.
over there.
He's so damn streaky, bro. He's a great player. He just super streaky. Like he'll have 8 threes one night and then have none.
He's
Like
one
he just
Yeah.
dimensional. He's
But
one dimensional.
it'd be like 8 threes one night and then not another one for like
2 months.
2 months, bro. And then he's a cone at that too. It's like, bro, I
Yes.
and
can
then he's
understand. I can understand if you a chucker, bro, and you lock in. You feel me?
mm-hmm,
Like chuck all you want. If you're gonna get it back on the other end, cool. He don't do that.
exactly.
He a cone,
Nope.
bro. He a cone. They'd rather switch on to him than Kyrie. Kyrie 6'1". They rather switch on to Hardaway. I promise you they would.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
So, Meech, before we cover the W real quick and you give us your insider, analysis on that, what do you take, kind of blending the two topics? Jimmy Butler shows up to a LA Sparks jersey in yellow and purple and the Cameron Brink jersey and ends up saying 22 looks good in purple and gold.
Yeah.
What do you take from that as a Lakers fan? And obviously the team is a little older as far as the stars go.
Yeah. I take it as a troll on Pat Riley because him and Pat Riley aren't exactly seeing eye to eye right now. They both had some stuff. Pat Riley had that presser at the end of the season, pretty much telling Jimmy Butler he needs to stop talking if he ain't on the
Shut up.
court. Like, nigga, if you're hurt, we're not playing
Pat
because you're
Riley,
Riley,
hurt.
the
OG.
finals.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's like the mob boss. Like, bro, you
Yeah.
need to be quiet. So, and then I think they're trying to work out a new deal, and they don't have a deal done right now. So, Jimmy Butler's trolling Pat Riley. Like, I think because Pat Riley he doesn't like LeBron because of how LeBron left
Yeah.
the Miami Heat.
He's still mad over that.
Shit, they
That
forever.
guy, yeah, he's mad about that.
He a
So-
lifetime grudge holder.
So
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler trolling Pat Riley saying purple and gold looks good on him. It'll be to spite Pat Riley going to the Lakers where LeBron is. It's just a little troll. I do not think we would ever get Jimmy Butler, but
I just think it's funny because Pat Riley stand on business, and you even trying to
Yeah.
play with Pat like that. You'd be like,
Yeah.
motherfucker, we gonna ship your ass to the Pistons.
Exactly.
You keep fucking around. We'll
That-
take Cade Cunningham or something.
That would be a terrible move, man. Jimmy Butler alone has saved that franchise from being
from
a
doing
lottery
bad.
team the last 7 years, man. So
he has. But
That would
but
be
I
a
agree
big
with
mistake.
Pat. Pat
I
is
feel
like, bro, just stop talking. Like,
I
just
feel him.
Jimmy
I
Butler
feel him
talks a
on that.
lot, and he talks
He
a lot, and they have no championships to show for it.
Hey, HC to the finals last year though is huge, man. We got to stop
That's true.
skipping over
For
the
sure.
thing that's not the championship. You feel me?
Nah,
Because
man.
they came in as an 8th seed, took down 1 seed, beat the team that's in the finals this year, dominated.
I don't
I-
believe
I-
that,
I
bro.
get it.
I don't like
Y'all
that.
know- Outside of Kyrie is Jimmy for me, man. That was
I
my
don't
go-to
believe
that.
guy.
Pat
Okay.
Riley is a a Laker legend.
Mhm.
Showtime Lakers have championships with the Miami Heat. You think that nigga's happy with making it to the finals?
Nah, he not. I am.
He said, "I am."
Okay, all right, never mind.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair
Fair
enough.
enough. So, Meets, go ahead. You had some things you wanted to talk about when it came to the W, man. Shout out to the
Yeah.
WNBA.
So I've been watching a lot of WNBA games, parlays on them, here or there, every night. But it's hit or miss.
Okay.
Vegas can't figure out their over-unders right now because one day somebody will have 5 and tomorrow they'll have 35. It's kind of nuts right now.
That's ridiculous.
But anyway, so this is like the most viewership that the W has gotten in a long time. And it's like been a media frenzy over, the WNBA has been growing like this before Caitlin Clark, got in the league. And then some of them are saying like, you have casuals watching the Indiana Fever game, or Iowa versus South Carolina. They play South
Mm-hmm.
Carolina. You got it's different. And so my question is, I'm not sure if any of y'all have been watching the WNBA. Do y'all think that the league is kind of hating in a sense? And the reason why I say that because I compare it to Jordan entering the league in the '80s. And no, Jordan wasn't the best player in the NBA at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but that's who the people chose. That's who grabbed. And the league rallied and and gravitated towards that, and that's when the league became extremely profitable.
Yeah.
So,
Things are just a lot different now because of media and social media
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
things like that. If I'll go first, I
Go
don't really
ahead.
watch the WNBA. I won't lie. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark did not change a single thing for me.
God,
I did watch the Final Four this year.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what was that? UConn and Iowa,
Yep.
South Carolina, and
Was it
yeah,
USC?
yeah.
Somewhere in
So
there.
I watched those two games and then the finals, obviously. But I think Caitlin Clark, she kind of got that Curry effect where, but instead of like changing the game, right? She's
Mm-hmm.
just an exciting new play style that the WNBA hasn't really ever seen. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me?
Right.
So it's exciting. It's cool. I don't know if they're hating. I think it was kind of like a perfect storm, right? Like they got a lot of media coverage in college, right? So people were
mm-hmm.
locked into college basketball. And now
Mm-hmm.
since they transitioned from college to the WNBA, now it's just like that a whole other thing. And then now there's this ego in this complex of people that's been there, stars that's been in the WNBA versus like people that are trying to get there. There's a lot less ego in college sports than there is in professional sports. You feel me? So I don't know. If they're hating, I mean, so be it. But everybody that's extremely cold and comes in as first round pick, like they all gonna get it tough. You feel me? In
Mm-hmm.
the NBA, guys is getting hounded. Like it just is what it is. But she does seem like she getting it a little a little tougher than most. You feel me?
Hey.
Especially for uh, women's sports.
No, it's fact. Abe, what you think?
I mean, I don't really watch WNBA either. But like, I mean, when you get that face of the league tag, and it's people who really, put their bid in over the time, they gonna target you. Like, shit, I'm that nigga. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I've been here. I put my bid in. You're not just about to come in and take over. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
they don't care.
Yeah.
so I already know you, Abe. You on offensive. You gonna be the aggressor. But the WNBA has been it has lost money for I don't know how long,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's been plenty of players that are. There's no question. Caitlin Clark is not better than Maya Moore, not better than Skylar Diggins, not better than Candace Parker,
Sabrina
uh,
Inosuke.
Skylar Diggins.
not better than Brianna
Oh,
Stewart.
Skylar, I think she's better than Skylar Diggins. But go ahead.
Okay, fair, but it's arguable
there's a
that
lot of players better than
there's a
her.
lot of players better than her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson. You know what I mean? Like they're everybody.
That's what was
But
on my mind.
Yes.
if you have been organization that's lost money, you don't have a. Do y'all know there's 10 WNBA teams?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I know. I learned that during the draft.
They have a 40 game season.
Damn.
40 game season, and the season is through over the summer. That's why you saw the national championship final four in March, and the season start in April for them.
So they
Uh,
hit the ground running.
yeah, I think if I'm in a W, and yeah, this girl, she's not better than me, and she's getting unwarranted attention, and I'm jealousy's gonna sink in. We're all human. I think a little bit. I'm this not to sound misogynistic or anything, but women are a little catty, and it's a little more petty. When women beef versus men beef.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it's kind of a little bit of pettiness in there and not accepting the okay. She's our like they're not trying. We're not saying bow down to Caitlin Clark. She's the savior of the WNBA, but if she gets hurt and she's out for a season, I guarantee you views will go down
Plummet.
in a heartbeat.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Nah, I agree with that. My thing is this though. Kind of like to, Dalen's point and Abe's point, like when like people are gonna test you, like, and my thing is with her, and I don't like the hate, but there was one point that I really agree with. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
Trinity that said it after that whole issue when she
Yeah,
ran over Caitlyn's ass, and she was just like she don't do nothing but shoot threes. Like that's what she does. Like
yeah,
she don't have no mid range step back game. She don't have no Euro layup package finishing around the
yeah.
rim crazy. Like all you're doing is shooting deep threes. Other than that, what are you really bringing to this game? Like Asia Wilson is hitting step back, post moves,
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z. And even though nobody wants to admit it or nobody, I won't try to make this, nobody wants to give Juju Watkins her respect, but when she goes to the league and ends up doing what she's doing at USC in the W, you're gonna see a difference in somebody just shooting deep threes and somebody able to score 10, 15, 20 because they could score at all three levels.
With a
You know,
bag, yeah.
with a
Juju's
bag.
Bucket.
Juju is gonna
She is
take over.
Right.
buckets.
She's
And
she's
that's
gonna
what
take
I'm
over.
and that's what I'm trying to say. Like everybody's, we're only here because of Caitlin Clark, and that's cool. But continue to watch because whenever you see this rookie come in or whenever she comes into the W, and she's not getting held to 8 points a game or 5 points in a game because you can cover her at the 3 point line, but she's gonna find a way to get to the free at the 3 point line. But she's gonna get to the free throw line. She's gonna get to a midi floater. She's gonna hit the step backs and X, Y, and Z to get her points. So my thing is Caitlin Clark. Yeah, she is drawing all the eyes, but you're gonna eventually see that her game is one dimensional.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair. My bid for they're gonna change coaches after this season. This coach, I don't think has
What it
the
takes.
playbook to set Caitlin Clark up for success. Because Caitlin Clark at Iowa was on the ball a lot more, played kind of like a point role,
Yeah.
and she needs to have Mark Jackson should coach the Indiana Fever. He knew how to design those plays for Steph and Clay. I think you get a coach who knows how to use a player like that, and
Mark.
help her set her
With
up for
all due
success.
respect.
Yes, we miss Mark Jackson on these finals, man. We stuck with
Man.
Doris Burke and
JJ
JJ Redick
Redick.
is cool, but Stan Van or Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson is legendary.
Undefeated duo, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
Do
sure.
y'all? This is gonna be. It might be a little controversial and a little sensitive, but it's family friendly. Do y'all
sure.
think that the league is kind of targeting Caitlyn because of her race? Do y'all think that?
The league is majority
Not the
black.
league is in like. Okay, go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, the players, right?
Yes, the players.
I know why you asked that question because I know you, and I know what you would do on the court if a little white guy was on the court. I know you would personally target him. So
Whoa, hey, let's talk about Caitlyn, man. I'm not
okay,
targeting nobody.
my bad. Um,
Yes.
I think in the sport of competition, yeah. I mean yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro,
Let's be real, yeah.
we've seen what happens in that South Carolina game. Them girls get on her ass. All that, you know what I'm saying? When athleticism gets on her and starts playing that aggressive ass defense, that usually come with people with a little bit more melanin in their skin. It shakes the game up and it starts making people nervous. And hey, I'm just saying,
Iowa didn't have no studs. That's
right.
South Carolina had a few of them.
Bruh, hey, playing Choctaw is a lot different than going to like Tulsa, McLean, Midwest
Exactly.
City.
Lawton.
You know what I'm saying? Lawton. Those are you don't even feel safe walking into them gyms.
Facts.
You feel me? You that's different than going to play in Tecumseh
Noble.
and Ada, Edmond. You can play your
with you.
game. But when
Chilling.
when you walk in there and that whole squad got tights on and tats and X, Y, and Z and beards and shit, that's when shit get real scary
Yeah,
for some
facts.
people. And no matter how good you are, because you ain't never like we've seen people play great games against bums in AAU and high school. We're going to play some Division II school, but then when you got to go see a 6A damn Midwest City when they had Nino and all them or RIP Cornell and Debo and all them people over there, that's a different level of like, oh, they picking up 94 feet now, or they cover me as soon as I get to half court. Like now the whole game plan got to go out the window and you got to switch it up, and that's gonna have to be her transition. You played
Yep.
Iowa,
Small
Yep. You
fish,
gotta.
big pond. Now
yes,
she was big fish,
yes,
small pond. Now small
yes,
fish, big pond.
I feel like that's a part of why the ratings and why everybody's really tapped into the WNBA, because they want to see, is Caitlin really a dog? You know, they want to see if she really got a bag. And then you got the other players looking like, shit, I got a bag. Let me show you. And they get a little aggressive with it. In a basketball game, it's a mental game. So like, say there's this high profile player. Everybody's, it's recruiters there to watch him. Everybody talking like, oh,
Yeah,
y'all know about so and so, and he's going against you. You're gonna take an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to be like, shit, I'm that nigga. I'm about to show y'all. You might have to, you know
yep,
what I mean? You might have to
yep,
just to
yep.
wake
yeah, you
him up
really
and let
don't have
everybody.
to, but I
You
got
don't
to.
gotta. You ain't gotta. Not like
Do the
not like
full
Obviously,
help,
thing.
but you gotta let them know like, hey, we
Yeah,
here. Like
on his
I'm here
ass.
too.
Pause.
And that's what I think some of the females is doing. And I feel like the media has helped as well. But
yeah.
I feel like that them testing her is really what's drawing a lot of attention to the NBA. But it starts with her too. So you know what I
It
mean?
it has unfortunately turned into a race thing,
It is.
where you've seen like some of the white media more, piggyback, kind of, rowdy around Caitlyn, and then some of the black media, around Angel
Angel.
Reese. So I don't like that it's becoming a race thing, because
Yep.
neither one of them are having a better season than Asia Wilson.
At all.
But like they're already a quarter way through their season, a quarter way through their season.
That's crazy.
So we'll see if they make the playoffs and stuff. She's a rookie. And I think the WNBA may turn a profit this year,
Oh, for
and
sure.
next year,
Or
if
maybe
I'm
not.
the
They put
yeah,
them on PJs and shit now. Cause
if
That
I'm
per
the
Caitlyn.
diem good, huh?
if I'm the WNBA, that's my cash cow right now. Hey, I gotta ride it.
Yeah, I ain't
Everybody
You
mad
get
at
in
got
it.
line or
NBA.
get fined.
Yeah, you
Yep. You
making me
got
bread. Keep shooting.
For
Yep.
Exactly.
sure.
And you got more NBA players showing more support, like Jimmy Butler at that Sparks game. You got
Yeah.
Lonzo
Cameron
Ball
Brink.
trying to pay for females' fees and
Yep.
shit.
Angel Reese. Yeah.
But I mean, it's
ZOT.
cool for it's. You love to see it for basketball in general. I
Yes.
love basketball in general, so I'm not a big WNBA fan, but if it has anything to do with basketball, I love to see it thrive, and that's a dope thing.
Yeah, and we're slowly seeing the evolution of women's basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for a lot of men who play basketball competitively, and we've actually seen people that can hoop. I think the respect because the bags are getting deeper for a lot of the women that are coming
Mm-hmm.
into the college space and now transitioning. So Juju will eventually get to that spot, and more women as like Flage. I think she was great and an underrated player for
I
that
thought she
LSU
should have
team.
entered the league.
Right. And Flage will be a good, component to a WNBA team. And sooner or later, they're going to have to expand because these teams are going to get good.
Yes.
Like from all aspects, from guards to bigs, because it's just like our game whenever it was just a post up, mid range, backboard,
Mm-hmm.
things. And they're
Now
getting
you
to
got
that point.
Victor.
Yeah, now you got victors, and they gonna have one that's punching on people. Sooner or later, you're gonna have some girl that's like 6'10", just punching everything,
Yes.
and it's on the way. And then you have these Kyrie-esque Juju Watkins players that are gonna come in, and you're
And she
gonna be
trains with
tapped
Kyrie.
in, right? So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I got goddaughters and nieces, so I'm watching because I'm like, we need to see what level you need to be at as we
Facts.
get you to growing and getting older. So if you decide to put on a pair of hoop shoes, but
Mm-hmm.
man, I ain't got nothing else on really anything. Obviously, we got the game later today. Do y'all got anything else before we close out here?
Go
Good luck,
Mavs.
Galen.
Go Mavs.
Man,
I'm definitely pulling for the Mavs. Also, it's something about the Celtics, bro. I just don't. Ever since they did, and I'm biased, but Isaiah
oh
was my
yeah,
favorite player, and ever since, like, I liked them when they had Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, KG. That was a cool team. But like the way that they did Isaiah after that was just like, I don't fuck with this organization, bro. And then Kyrie, that situation is just like, so go Mavs.
Hey,
Meech.
yeah, fuck
um,
Boston.
There you go.
yeah. Fuck Boston, but I got Boston in a gentleman's sweep. I got Dallas winning Game 4 at Dallas, and Boston ending it in Game 5 in Boston, and Kyrie gets uh damn near assaulted, leaving like
Leaving the gym.
in 2008 when we lost, the Lakers bus couldn't even leave. The fans were trying to tilt the bus.
That's
Shit was
crazy.
crazy.
Hey, word
Uh,
on the street. Word on the street. Kyrie got called the FOI, man, and that they gonna be there. Fruit of Islam gonna be there to make sure my man's get home safely. You feel me?
What?
Probably,
5%ers.
Yeah. Farrakhan gonna
Nah,
be out there. He gonna be making sure everything all right. You know what I'm saying?
that
Good
boy
looks. Good
Raul, that
looks.
boy Raul Abdul Kyrie. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He gonna be all right. Inshallah.
But yes, sir. But with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of the From the Jump podcast, and we out.
Peace.